Hello, and thanks for stopping by the Sister Cousins Lifestyle channel. My name is Sandy, and in today's video, we are outside and we're getting this outdoor space together for the spring season. So if you'd like to see how it all comes together, keep watching. Now my outdoor space is not large at all. I just have this small deck here, but as small as it is, it's still a lot of work, and it is something that took me several days to get all of this done. So I just took it in little bite-sized pieces so that I did not overwhelm myself. But this is basically what it was looking like after the fall. Now, granted, I could do a lot better with cleanup in the fall, and then it wouldn't be quite so much to do in the spring, but that's not my reality. That's not what I do. And so, yeah, this is what I'm faced with. And it's really just a whole bunch of debris out here that I need to clean out. I need to power wash everything down, get rid of the pollen, and just kind of freshen things up a little bit. So that's what we're going to be doing. I like to grow vegetables in my containers out here. And so I want to freshen up the soil in here. You see I have leaves and everything else going on in there. So we're going to just freshen that up and get to planting what we're going to do for the spring of this year. I love springtime because then you kind of gain additional space to your home. This area here is an extension of my home. It's another place that I can go and relax and, just enjoy. So I do love this time of year getting this space together, even though I dread the work that comes along with it. But anyway, you got to do what you got to do. Once we got everything off of the deck, we decided that in addition to doing the power washing, that we should just go ahead and put a coat of paint on here. It hadn't been done in a couple years, so you do want to preserve your wood or whatever. So just decided to do that. My rug that I ordered to go in this space was delayed, so it was just the perfect opportunity to go ahead and do that. So we just power washed everything, got everything off that we could. We live in the capital of the pollen, whatever. It's just pollen everywhere. So I just went over to Lowe's and didn't know what color the deck was or whatever. I was trying to match it as close as possible. So we just took a piece of one of the boards off and took it in and have them to match the color. So that was a really easy process to do. Got a gallon of paint and came home and just kind of, got to work. We used a roller to get the floorboard done, so I did want to go ahead and put some tape here just to make sure that we didn't get any paint on the side of the house. And then once we did that, it was a really fast process. It really only took maybe an hour, hour and a half to get this whole deck done. It was not hard at all. When I knew anything, this one here had done poured paint out, not using the pans that we bought to go on here. So we wasted a lot of paint in the process, but nevertheless, we got it done and it looks really good in the end, and that's what counted. But I was appalled at the technique here. But don't do what we did. Use your pans, people. Don't waste your paint. It costs too much money. I'm so glad that we decided to do this, though, because I did not realize how badly the deck needed a refresh, but it was really dry and brittle and everything. So that was really good to kind of go through that process. So now we're just going ahead and get the banisters done, and I'm using the brushes to do that so that we don't waste any more paint, and got that all done, and it looked really, really good. Once that dried, we could go ahead and start that decorating, and that's the part that I have been waiting for. Now, because I had waited so late to get this done in the season, the birds had already kind of claimed my deck as their spot. So I was out here fighting birds all day. I mean, they were coming down, just kind of swarming around my head. I'm like, oh my God, like, I don't know if there's a nest somewhere. I don't know what's going on. I do not have a bird feeder. My neighbor doesn't have a bird feeder, but they were treacherous out here. They literally acted like they wanted to fight. And it was hot out here this day, too. I mean, when I tell you I had to take so many breaks, it was really, really hot to be out here doing this. But I wanted to go ahead and get it done. We had a couple days of decent weather where there was no rain, but we only had a couple days. So I didn't have time to stop the process. Once we got it started, I had to keep it moving forward so we could get all this paint done before this rain hit and we can get everything all dried up. And plus, I was anxious to get everything back on my deck because the yard was looking a hot mess with everything laying out there. Now, I was trying to do this project as low spend as possible. The paint was definitely necessary. The other things are just kind of extra, so I wanted to do that as budget friendly as possible. So I took to Amazon and I found this rug here that I ordered, and I absolutely love that. So you'll see that coming up. And then I went to Hobby Lobby and I bought this nice little garden flag that says Simply Blessed. And I love it. You see that animal print there, so you already know where I'm going. I'm going kind of like with a jungle theme, and see my rug here. Love, love, love this rug. And then I found this welcome mat at Kirkland. Thought that was a pretty little addition to the space as well. And so those are the only things that I purchased, other than some pillow covers, which you'll see coming up. So relatively low spend. I think this garden flag might have been about $3 with the discount and everything. The rug, I'll link that below in my Amazon store. I don't talk about my Amazon store much, but the link will be in my description box below. Everything that I purchase from Amazon, I always put it in my Amazon store. So if you ever hear me mention it and you're interested in an item, you can always click on that and shop there 24 hours a day. So I did purchase this little bird here that I got from Hobby Lobby on clearance, and I got it because I was hoping that maybe it would deter the birds because it's really shiny or whatever. Because like I said, I've been out here fighting for my life. These birds are treacherous. So now it's time to deal with these cushions, and I'm just going to power wash them. Actually, my chairs needed to be repainted as well, but I just didn't have the energy for that. I may actually do it a little bit later in the season, but for now, we just cleaned the cushions here, and we're going to put the pillows out here. And I have this little sphere that I'm going to put out here. I've had this for a couple of seasons. I am loving orange. That is a color that I've just been gravitating to for yeah, for whatever reason. It's a color I never decorated with before, but it just recently got on my radar and I just love it. It's just such a vibrant, happy color, and I especially like it out here in the garden. I love a lot of light on the guard in the on my deck as well, because sometimes I like to sit out here after dark. And in the country, you know, there's all types of little critters and everything, so I want to see them at the same time they see me, if not before. So I need light. So I have lanterns out here, and I like the solar lanterns. Those work really well for me. And yeah, so everything is coming together. I am loving the way that it's looking so far. I do have to finish power washing the rest of the cushions to get them on, but everything is really looking good. Now, in addition to my flowers on my deck, I enjoy planting a few little vegetables out here on my garden in containers. This is my first year trying some garlic and okra. I usually do just cabbage, collards, peppers, and tomatoes, which I'll be doing those as well, but I added okra and garlic to the mix this year. So we'll see how that all works out. So this is the first look at my deck for spring 2024. I think it's looking really, really pretty. And yeah, the pillow covers, funny thing is, when I opened them up, I got them from Amazon, and they're by the Muley brand. When I opened them up, I was like, whoa, they were so, so bright. And I almost sent them back because they reminded me of the old school safety patrols belts that they used to wear. That orange was, it was bright. But anyway, I decided to go ahead and keep them because, you know, it's going to start to fade anyway. And I do love the color. They're just such a happy color. So anyway, this is how it's looking. I did mix in some fake flowers. So those there are little plastic flowers. I've had them out there. This is the second year. I kind of like the mixing some of those in because it is so, so hot here that I start to lose some of my plants probably mid-season because of the extreme heat and have to replace them. So yeah, so this is my little bird here. I think he's really, really cute here on the side of the house. But yeah, so this is what I have going on. I think it looks nice. That tree there in that container is a faux tree. I got that from Hobby Lobby on clearance, and I decided to bring that out. I will replace that with a real palm or either a hibiscus later in the season. This is what my evening vibes is looking like. I love, love, love it. This is when it kind of comes to life, if you will, with all my solar lights. And this is the time that I love to sit out here and just unwind and relax, maybe with a glass of wine, maybe with a glass of lemonade, whatever it may be. But this is just a great, great place to end the day. So Let me know in the comments below, have you started your outdoor spaces for the season yet? And what your plans are for your yard for the season? I would love to hear it because this is like something that I will be adding to as the season goes on or changing things around a little bit, but I am enjoying it so far. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please don't leave without hitting that thumbs up button. Hit that subscribe button if you're not currently subscribed. And I hope to see you all over here on my next one. Bye-bye.